This is your U.S. weather outlook for Friday, August 2, 2019. Brought to you by Extreme Weather. I am Extreme Weather AI Assistant Meteorologist James Johnson. Our outlook uses information derived from the National Weather Service Weather Prediction Center, located in College Park, Maryland. United States Weather Overview. Isolated severe storms are likely from central Kansas into central Oklahoma. Damaging wind gusts or marginal hail are the most likely threats. A brief tornado is possible over north-central Oklahoma or south-central Kansas. Strong wind gusts are possible over much of western Montana. An upper high will remain centered over the Four Corners states, with modest northwest flow aloft across much of the plains. To the west, a shortwave trough will skirt across Washington, northern Idaho and northwest Montana, providing increasing deep shear and cooling aloft, which will aid destabilization. At the surface, mid to upper 60s dew points will generally exist from the central and southern plains eastward to the mid-Atlantic, with high pressure causing stable conditions from the Midwest into the Northeast. Low pressure will develop during the afternoon over western Oklahoma and the Texas Panhandle, with a north-south warm front from central Kansas into northern Oklahoma. Hot conditions will be found over Texas and western Oklahoma, which will aid in storm development generally northeast of the surface low. Central Kansas into central Oklahoma. Thunderstorms are likely to be ongoing in the morning over much of eastern Kansas, with scattered storms into northeast Oklahoma as well. Much of this activity is expected to thin out by early afternoon as mass fields focus west toward the developing low. Strong heating will result in an uncapped air mass from central Kansas into Oklahoma, with MLCAPE averaging 2,000 J/kg within the Theta E axis. Storm initiation is expected near 21Z along the warm front in Kansas and within the low-level lapse rate plume into western Oklahoma, which will also be near the low. The corridor near I-35 and along the warm front will have lower LCLs and a band of 200 plus M2S2SRH. Forecast photographs are sufficiently long to sustain south or even southwestward moving cells, including a few supercells. Sporadic hail or a brief tornado is possible. However, the most likely threat for the region is expected to be a few damaging wind gusts as storms spread south and into the steep low-level lapse rate environment. A small slight risk cannot be ruled out in later outlooks should confidence in storm coverage and positioning increase. Central Idaho into western Montana. Strong heating will occur over Idaho and Montana beneath strengthening southwest flow aloft along the periphery of the upper ridge. At the same time, cooling aloft will occur, and this will result in very steep lapse rates from the surface through 500 MB. Given these profiles, moisture will be sufficient for high-based thunderstorms to form over central Idaho and into western Montana during the afternoon. Deep layer shear in the cloud-bearing layer will favor both cellular activity and small lines, resulting in outflow, and a few wind gusts may approach severe levels. Any cells will also be capable of mainly small hail given the low moisture content.
This broadcast is made possible in part by Extreme Weather. Funding for this broadcast is provided in part by our viewers and their donations. We would like to thank our viewers for their continued support of this Extreme Weather program. Thank you for listening, and please check back often for further weather updates that may impact you and your area.